Hey, what's up guys? In this video, we're gonna talk about 3 ways you can face and overcome failure with TEDx speaker Durell Forte. I'm excited. Are you excited?
Yes, I am ready to go.
Stick around.
Thank you.
What's up guys? Welcome back. Today we got the very first ever in-person interview on this channel with my man TEDx speaker Durell Forte. Durell, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. It's a wonderful feeling.
So you I love your words. So you spoke on a TEDx stage.
I did.
Let's kind of give the people who don't know who you are, like your background real quick.
Yeah. I'm born and raised in Texas, so shout out to all the people out of H-Town, right?
What
shout
up,
out
though?
H is up.
Yeah.
I'm born and raised in Texas, man. I've been speaking for a while now. I started as a poet, and I'm still a poet, so I didn't stop that. So I have books out in the universe, so please feel free to
check out the YouTube card. It'll take you to his website.
Yes,
go check it out.
Yes, please, right? And share with people. The TEDx thing, it kind of happened with me and my former professor. We actually had the idea to do the TEDx talk together because everybody was racking their brain about what they were going to talk about and how they were going to do it. So we ended up doing it together on facing and everybody has an inner giant, right? That was our thing about awakening your sleeping giants. So
and it's a great video. It was awesome. I watched it and I was like, dang! So Durell's been speaking a lot, and he also does a great series called the Motivational Moment.
What's going on, everybody? This is Durell with the Motivational Moment.
So talk about where that came from, the idea for that.
I was talking with a friend of mine one day, and I was just bouncing ideas off of what I wanted to do and because I have a heart for helping people and seeing people grow and making sure people are in a good headspace, right? That is very important to me, making sure you're good mentally so you can advance in whatever it is you need to do. And they're like, man, you need to start filming yourself as you like motivate people and just post it. And I was like, I don't have the material to do that, and I don't feel like doing all that. And then she said it again, and I was like, you know what? Okay. So one day I was driving to work, and I think the very first motivational moment was me driving to work, and I was talking about something.
I remember watching that. And was it because you did it in your car, and I watched it in my car?
Yeah, see, so it worked out, and then I got backlash. People were like, hey, you're driving. You don't need to be filming and driving.
To be fair, you should not ever film and drive.
Please
a lot
don't.
of you in my Snapchat are doing snaps while driving. We don't play that. Come on.
Let's not do that. Yeah. Let's not.
Number 1 tip from this video, if you get nothing else,
don't film and drive.
Come on. So let's get into the content here, man. So a lot of people, especially me, for example, I was on a roll. I had momentum going with YouTube and video creating. And then all of a sudden, I just hit a wall and stopped for like 2 months, right? And then the hardest thing for me was getting back on the horse.
Swing.
You know what I mean? So in one of your motivational moments, you talked about 3 ways as well. You talked about number 1 was, what was it?
Facing the fear, right?
Yeah.
Facing the fear. The key thing is God rest her soul, my grandmother gave me a lot of wisdom and she imparted in me. So I try to share that with people. Partly when I do the motivational moments, I'll reference her a lot. So one of the key things she was talking about is, shout out to my grandma, right? Is to face it. Like she called it the elephant in the room. So address the elephant in the room. That's key. Like, you know it's there. You can't tiptoe around it forever because at some point it's going to get tired of just sitting there. So it's going to start moving around and affecting stuff. So face it and address the elephant in the room. If it's something you don't like, and that's like when people say you have to have those hard conversations, that's the hard conversation.
Especially
you have to have.
if you're having it with yourself.
Yeah. Yes, examining the deep dark corners of your soul. That's real courage when you can actually sit down and tell yourself, "Hey, Durell, you messed up. This is what you need to do to fix it."
Talk to us about like the breathe, the countdown thing. What was that
the
about?
countdown thing about counting down, right? You focus more when you count down. So the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's like you focus more on what you're getting ready to do. Like you get ready to jump out of a plane. You count 1, 2, 3, you can catch yourself and stop. Like the brain itself is created to make you hesitate, because if you feel like you're going to get into something that's going to harm you, your brain's going to do anything it can to stop you. So when you count down, it works for me. So when you count down, it makes you like hone in and focus on what it is you have to do. So counting down actually works more than counting up.
Number 2, keep going and do something different every day.
Yeah, putting one foot in front of the other. As my grandmother again would say, don't let grass grow under your feet. Always moving forward and make sure you're doing something different to reach the end goal. Sometimes reaching the end, the journey, it means to an end, is more important than you actually reaching a goal, right? Like, I'm a basketball fanatic, so getting a championship is important.
CP3, man.
Yes, and
CP3.
we got Chris Paul. So shout out to the Houston Rockets for getting Chris Paul. Now we have to get Paul George or Carmelo Anthony or both, which would be great.
Good luck to you on that.
Yeah,
Good luck.
We don't have a lot of material to trade for either one of those, but I'm very optimistic. The championship is the end goal, but the journey to get there, if you play, 4 game 7s prior to you getting to the championship game, your confidence level once you get to the championship game is going to be extremely high because of the journey you took to get there. Now it's like, okay, nobody can beat us because we beat everybody in 7 games and we're good. The journey that you get there is like, who are you making better, right? That's one thing. Are you growing? You're influencing somebody, right? So whether
Even
you want
with
to
that,
be or
I love
not.
that. So your YouTube channel and your business is influencing somebody without you
Yes.
even realizing
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So keep that
That's
in
true.
mind.
But I think you have to put one foot in front of the other. Even though you're gonna have a bad day, you're gonna have bad days because there's 365 days. They're not all gonna be good. And motivating people even when you don't want to motivate, because there was a time, I'm gonna be extremely transparent. Like there was a time I didn't want to record any more motivational moments because I wasn't motivated or happy to do them. And my friend was like, "You need to do them. This is when you need to do them." So I was like, "Okay, I'll do them." Yeah. And when I put that one up, when I hadn't done one in like months, they're like, "Man, I'm glad it's back. This one's good." And and talk about this one at the next one.
Number 3 was talking, and kind of this is a great way to sum up these things, is don't be afraid to fail.
Right. I think it was in a book somehow that I was reading. It was, try again, fail better. Try again, fail again, fail better. It's like you keep going, right? You do so, and that goes back to the second point, like doing something different every day to make sure you reach the end goal. Like not every method is going to work. That's something you have to go into and understand and know and believe. Okay, this method may not work because it worked for John, it's not going to work for me, but I can still reach that end goal. So, and you can still be doing the same thing, but yours is going to have that spin on it because it's yours. So you will be able to. Not everything's going to work. You have to understand that, but you still need to continue to try to do it. Now, I don't want you to get out there and beat a dead horse, but at the same time, you don't need to give up on your first 2 tries either.
All right, guys, listen, thanks so much for watching. Here's the call to action I'm going to give you guys. Go support Durell. The link to his channel is going to be right here. Also, it'll be in the comments below as well. I want you to look and talk to the YouTuber, right, who's still battling fear in terms of getting in front of the camera, right? The whole premise of this whole channel is get in front of the camera and go boldly. But, let's say Joe Viewer over here, still hasn't have it. Is waiting for that inspiration.
Yeah. I'm going to call you Joe. So, Joe, it's okay to not know what your next step is because you can't plan everything. You can be as optimistic as you want to, but you do have to. The key thing to being great is getting started. So right now, I say after this video, sit down and collect your thoughts and come up with an action plan, a process, and get started. And look at your circle of influence. If you have somebody who says you can't do it, they probably don't need to be in your circle of influence. So you need to first acknowledge the fact that, okay, I do need to do it. You do need to do it, and look at why it's important to you. Because if it's just important to you, then you're actually going to invest more time into doing it. So no one's going to work harder for you than you.
Boom.
So get it done.
Keep on watching this channel, get in front of the camera, and go boldly, and we'll see you around.
Y'all take care.